So we are in the book of Refuah V'Chaim, Rabbi Chaim Palagi, the Kabbalistic healing, and we have here an interesting point about going to idol worshipping for healing. Okay, so it's very relevant in today's like new age kind of a thing, that there's many people that they need help, so they go to whoever they find, and that might be a big mistake. Okay, says Rabbi Chaim Palagi, אין לרפות על ידי גויים ומינים עובדי עבודה זרה ולא בהשבעות שלהם, כי אם לקיים בנו מקרא שכתוב הרחק מעליה דרכך, זו מינות. So there is one thing of like regular doctors, okay, scientific doctors. So that's not a problem to go to a non-Jew doctor that is expert in what he's doing, that is like the conventional medicine, that's fine. But to go to people that are doing all kinds of different healings and different things that are of energy and communicating with beings and all kinds of different things like that, that is a big problem. Okay, that's a big problem, and it brings a pasuk הרק מעליה דרכך זו מינות, so that brings people to believe in power of idol worshipping. I want to add here, even though it doesn't bring it Rabbi Chaim Palagi, there's a Gemara in Masechet Avodah Zarah that Rabbi Akiva is asking. The Gemara is asking, what's the reason that people are going to those voodoo doctors, all kinds of things like that, and they get help, they get healed? Like, how does it work? How does it make sense? We know that all of those like voodoo idol worshipping things are not real. So why does it seem as if it helps to people? So the Gemara brings to that the affliction of sickness or whatever it is called Isurim HaNe'emanim, the loyal afflictions. Why they call loyal? So the Gemara says because when Hashem is sending those afflictions to a person, so they get a certain oath. They put an oath that they're coming in a certain time and they're going to live in a certain time. And from heaven, they want to test the faith of the person, what he will choose with this idol worshipping. So they put in his heart to go to this voodoo doctor that in a certain time, that is just the time that those afflictions would have go anyhow. And then he's going to this voodoo doctor, and then the afflictions, the Isurim, they say this person is doing something that is not proper, going to a voodoo doctor, so it should have been that we will not leave him because he's doing something that is not proper. And then they say no, because he's doing something that is not proper, so we will do something that is not proper. We have an oath to live in a certain date, so we're going to leave him in a certain date, even though he did this not right thing to go to this voodoo doctor. So that's why it's called the Isurim HaNe'emanim. They are loyal to, they are keeping their oath. Okay? Now, what do we learn from this Gemara? That the help of those voodoo doctors is not really help, because it is just a test for the faith of us, what are we putting our trust on. Okay? And this is similar to what it says in the Torah itself, that sometimes Hashem is testing us and is sending a false prophet that is, and these false prophets, they giving all kinds of proofs for their prophecy. So they say that will happen and it happens, that will see, you'll see that and that happens, all kinds of things like that. And that's a test. And it says in the Gemara that Hashem is testing us with those things. Okay? So in other words, the fact that you hear all kinds of miraculous stories about all kinds of voodoo doctors, I don't want to say all kinds of names of new age like things with it, but I'm sure that many people that they hear those words, they know about all kinds of different things like that, and there's a lot of discussions about the different things, what is allowed, what is not allowed, when it is allowed. I'm not getting into like all the nuances here. Okay, I'm saying general things. If somebody have like a specific question, so we can discuss it specifically. It's a big world with many ideas, many theories, and it will take a while to go through all of them. But anyhow, going back to Rabbi Chaim Palagi, he says, כדאי זכות ההרחקה הזאת לכוונת קדושת שם שמיים ואחדותו. Meaning, somebody that he have a real test now, meaning he have himself or someone that close to him have real affliction. Let's give an example. Let's say that he's suffering from back pains. Yeah, and he hears that there's this wonderful voodoo doctor. You go to him and he takes care of it, and you live without any pains. So it's a big test. He's suffering. He hears that there's someone that can help him to get rid of the pain. And we tell him here, according to Rabbi Chaim Palagi, according to the Torah, according to the Halacha, you shouldn't go to him. But how can I not go? If I have pain, I need to go. I need to help myself. If that's the only way, so what do you want from me, right? It's a big test. Not to go in a situation that someone is in pain. It's a big test, right? So here, that's for the Erev Rosh Chodesh. So it says, Rabbi Chaim Palagi says that this is Kiddush Hashem. Okay? כוונת קדושת שם שמיים ואחדותו. לבטל כל המאורעות הקשים מעל החולה. So, because the person is not going for the sanctifying Hashem's name, why does it called sanctifying Hashem's name? Because when someone have a real test and is preventing himself from doing something, or is doing something for this purpose of doing Hashem's will, even though it goes against nature, this is sanctifying Hashem's name. Says Chaim Palagi, in the merit of sanctifying Hashem's name, that will give you the salvations that you need. That will give you the salvations that you need. לבטל כל המאורעות הקשים מעל החולה. All of the troubles and the pains that should have come on this sick person is going away. כי כל העמים ילכו בשם אלוקיו, ואנחנו נלך בשם השם אלוקינו נזכיר. So even though there is all kinds of idol worshipping and different ways of whatever it is, that you might get all kinds of testimonials that those things will really help, and people that will tell you that it saved their life and all kinds of things like that. Says Chaim Palagi, that's not the Jewish way. That's not the way of the Torah. The way of the Torah is to go in the name of Hashem. אנחנו בשם השם אלוקינו נזכיר. We're going in Hashem's will, Hashem's name. What does it mean? בתפילות אליו נעתיר. We have to pray to Hashem to give us the healing, to give us the medicine. ואלה לו רפואה שלמה בקרוב. And that will bring him the full healing for his affliction, that he will not have suffering. And I want to say something in addition to that. The way of the Sitra Achra, the other side, is to show as if he's giving presents for free. Okay? That's always the way. But in matter of fact, there's no free. Everything have payment. Everything have price. And when you don't know what is the price you will need to pay, you can't make a decision, right? I tell you, like, take this and pay me in the future. Okay, but what's the payment you're gonna ask for in the future? I'm not gonna tell you. Take it now. We'll speak later. So that's obviously might be very, very expensive. You don't want to pay something that you don't know what's going to be with it. So I'm just saying that many people, they made those kinds of mistakes, that they went to all kinds of voodoo doctors and witchcrafts and all kinds of things like that, that it will seems in the short term it will seems that they got help from them, and then they give all kinds of like very inspiring testimonials, but in the long run they found out it was a big mistake and they regretted that they did it. And I'm sure that many people that are listening, they can relate to what I'm saying now, and that's I just want to at this point. So there is a lot of advices in the Kabbalah, in the Torah. There is a lot of advices, and here in Rabbi Chaim Palagi we have many of them, and I'm trying to bring many sources, not only Rabbi Chaim Palagi. Bezrat Hashem, those videos of the Kabbalistic healing, slowly going through all of the different Kabbalah sgulot and advices, how to deal with the sicknesses and afflictions and so on. So whoever needs it, Bezrat Hashem, I hope that you get the answers that you need, and if not today, Bezrat Hashem tomorrow. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen.